This is RichieO. I'm an Afro gospel artist and I'm here live on 20 Questions on MVC. Yes, so my new EP is titled Blessings. It has 6 tracks. I previously released 4 of those tracks, and the current track that is out on the airwaves is God Never Fails, featuring myself and Kwame Eugene. My favorite place to eat in Ghana is definitely Buka in Osu. I mean, I've been there several times, almost every day, and love to try different foods on the menu. So shout outs to Buka. To relax, I will just cook or book a trip, travel somewhere, read a good book, listen to music. So really depends on how I'm feeling. My favorite location in Ghana is my family house. And the reason for that is, of course, it's where my family lives. And I think just being in the presence of my relatives is a really, good feeling. Definitely expect some collaborations in the work. There are so many artists that I would love to work with, and so that is definitely in the pipeline. So my songwriting process begins with the actual beat. So I'll get the beat from the producer, and I will take maybe say 2 or 3 days just to really get into the vibe of the beat itself, hum some ad-libs, and start to fill in the blanks with some lyrics. I'll probably leave it alone for like 2 days and then come back to it just to have fresh ears and make sure that it sounds good to me. My work ethic, I would say, is very passionate, very committed to what I do. When I'm writing a song or in the studio laying down vocals, I really want to get to the right end product. And so if that means staying up till 1, 2 a.m., just making sure that the song is absolutely right, that's what I'll do. My favorite Bible verse is taken from Revelations 3:20, which says that, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock, and if any man hears my voice, I will come in and dwell with him." It's very interesting. I think there are those who are kind of iffy on the fence, like, what is this? Is it gospel? Is it secular? And then there are also those who are saying that this is a new vibe and they really jam with it. So I'll say it's a mixed bag, but generally gradually it's being accepted. That's a tough one. I would probably say anything that has a good vibe. So what do I mean by that? Anything, where there's percussions, where, it has a sick bass line. So, take any, Afrobeat song that has really great production value. Hey, I'll be on the dance floor. The president of Ghana is Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm a celebrity. Maybe I'm just, now becoming known. But I would say that, it's still weird for me for someone to say that you look familiar, or I've seen your face somewhere. So that's something that I'm trying to get used to. Yeah, I would say that I'm very passionate about music. And I actually got into music commercially because I'm very passionate about songwriting. And so for me, I think that before I can be taken seriously as a songwriter, you need a body of work, right? It's like you're applying for a job, they want to see your past experience. And so I said, listen, if it's good for me, then it will be good for someone else. And so that's the main driving factor. My favorite memory as a Christian is getting baptized. I believe I would have been about 12 or 13. And it was a very, key point in my life, a turning point in my life when I gave my life to Christ. The most challenging aspect of my work is, as an artist, I will create something that I love and push it out there, but also not everyone will like what you create, right? And that's art. Some people may like it, some may not. And so just really not taking that to heart and just continue, producing the art as God has given it to me. My type of woman, let me see, someone who's loyal, someone who can cook really well, because I like to eat. So if you can't cook, but I'm married to my ideal woman, which is my wife. And so, yeah. The cause that I'm passionate about, definitely children born into poverty, children who are orphaned, who don't have opportunities for an education. I think again that the children are the future, and so if we can invest in the children, then the future is bright. I think just the drive to succeed really pushes me every day, being able to do something better than I've done in the past, and just make sure that the goals that I have in front of me keep growing larger and larger, and just charting more territory with whatever I want to do. Sure, so the inspiration behind my new song, God Never Fails, was to encourage anyone that even though a situation may look dark and it seems that help is not coming from anywhere, if God has done it before, He will do it again. And so I just really wanted to encourage anyone that would listen that indeed God never fails. Why did I choose to work with Kwame Eugene on this one? Again, he speaks a language that the masses outside the walls of the church understand. And so I thought it would be a good collaboration from myself, coming from the gospel side, and then him in the secular arena. I think it would be a good working relationship to achieve the goal. Definitely the biggest influence in my career is my uncle. He was a high life musician in the 90s and early 2000s, even stretching back to the 80s, Sloopy Mike Gentry. If you know the song Telephone, that's him. Yeah, that's my uncle. But yeah, he's been very helpful, very inspirational, giving me tips and just really going all out for me. So thanks, Uncle. So I hope you enjoyed these 20 questions live on MVC. If you want to catch up or follow me, go to Instagram @_RichieO. On YouTube, you can check out my music videos @RichieO Music. Type in any of my single names and you will find it there. See you soon.